My name is Julio Rodriguez. I represent First Five Imperial. I'm the executive director. And in essence, you could say that I represent children 0 through 5 years of age here in Imperial County. I've got a picture back here of Rob Reiner. He, many years ago, him and his wife had a child, and he's a producer, director, philanthropist. And when they had their first child, they had a very difficult time. So as a result of that, he and other individuals authored what is known as Proposition 10, which was passed in 1998 overwhelmingly by California voters. And as a result of that, it became known as the Children and Families Act of 1998. And in essence, what it does is it levied you could say a tax on tobacco products to help support paying for services for children 0 through 5 years of age. First Five California receives about 20% of the revenue generated from these tobacco taxes. And then after that, you have 58 county commissions, and each county commission is allocated a certain percentage of the remaining 80%, depending on the birth rates. In essence, what we do is we fund programs. We receive an allocation, those allocations from the state, and we dole them out. We release what we call an RFA, a request for application. So different agencies in the county that serve children 0 through 5 will apply for those funds. It's competitive. We do recognize that some of the outlying areas like Westmoreland, Niland, Calipatria, they're higher need because they're a bit more isolated geographically, and a lot of the families out there may require more services, namely due to socioeconomic factors. So for example, right now we're funding a program through the County Office of Ed where they provide professional developments. A lot of it is focusing on social emotional supports because right now there's a big focus on infant early child mental health. In addition to that, we have an internal program. We have a few internal programs that we run in the commission, and one of them is our First Five Impact program. What we do directly is provide coaching services primarily to family child care providers. A family child care provider, in essence, is a home that's been licensed by the state of California to care for a certain number of children. The license could be from 8, a small license, to 15 children. It really depends on the size of the facility and exactly what the provider is looking for. Due to the fact that we probably have about an estimated 250 to 275 of these homes operating throughout the county. Again, sometimes they are virtually operating in isolation because you could consider it a small business, a ma and pa type business, where you have the provider there in their home. So they may not have access to a lot of resources outside, or if they do, they can't access them because they have to be there. And so we provide direct support to them because they are caring for children. And if we work to increase the quality of the services that they provide, it could really benefit the child and the family as well. So you could say, at least we know that the ones that we're working with, we've seen a significant change in the way that they do business. They're much more, you could say that they look at it much more as a profession. They look for advancement, they get resources, they've learned that really they are a business. Ultimately what we'd like for them to do is have a strong business plan, because that way there's a much more vested interest, because they have to understand that it is theirs, that they own it. It's their business, so they could really build that. And if they get a good reputation by having quality, by having a great curriculum, by learning how to use the resources that are available for them in the community, again, that word of mouth is really going to shine for them out here in you could say in Imperial County. I'd like to thank the community for showing an interest in First Five Imperial and what we do. We have a vested interest in serving all children 0 through 5 as best that we can. And in addition to that, again, we welcome you to contact us if you have any questions, concerns, or anything relevant to providing service to a child at 0 through 5 years of age.